Hi guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and today I'm going to show you a card that I have done in the past, but the folds anyway, but I really like how it came out this time too, so I'm going to show you how to make that. And I am a demonstrator from North Carolina, and if you are in need of a demonstrator through Stampin' Up, please choose me. And anytime that you make a purchase of $35 or more, I have a tutorial that I can give you that has 16 different cards that has pictures and step-by-step instructions. So let's get started. So here is my card. I love how this looks inside, and it closes up so nice, and I have stamping and DSP all the way around, which is also called Designer Series paper. So let's get started. You're going to start off with a 12 by 12 piece of early espresso with my paper trimmer, and you're going to start at your scoring at 2 inches, 4 inches, 8 inches, and 10 inches. Then you're going to turn it and score it at 4 and 8. So this is what you're going to have when you're done. You're going to have the 3 big squares going down the middle and then a bunch of 2 of them. You're going to be cutting off the 4 square bottoms, or the top and bottom. So what I like to do is line it up and put my trimmer at the one and go up and then go down, so then that way I don't trim too far. So this way it makes it much easier to not make a mistake. So then you flip it, and then you're going to go do the same thing again and just remove what you had cut earlier. Now I forgot to do the one on the other side, so we'll just slide it on over and cut that one off too. So now we're going to have where you have the 2 on the 2 ends. You're only going to use one of them, so cut off one on each side. Okay, so now you're going to go ahead and fold where you're at. Those are for the middle, and just crease all your folds so that we know what we're going to be doing. We're going to be using the die from the Tasteful Labels Dies. We're going to be using 2. The bigger one is for the flap, and the other one is for the sentiment. So let's get in our cutting machine. So you're going to line it up so it's square, so it's even on both sides, and you want it to overlap where the score line is. So go ahead and tape it into place to make sure it's going to stay straight. And then flip it upside down and then close the flaps. You're going to put your plate right up to the flaps. You want the flaps to still be able to open and shut, but you want it to go through. So make sure you hold the flaps closed so that they stay closed. So go ahead and take that off. We're going to come in with our paper snips and trim off those 2 edges so that all we have left is the die that we just made. All right, so then we have that. And you want to make sure before you start that you pick which side has the prettier outside of it, because the die had a nice edge. We're going to come in now with the DSP from the World of Good Specialty DSP, or Designer Series paper, and that is measured at 1 7/8 by 3 7/8, and you're going to do that twice with the same paper. Now we're using Stampin' Seal, which is like brand new. I love it. It works really well. We also have the Stampin' Seal Plus for the ones that you really want to stick. So we're going to place that in the middle of the 2 sides. This way it's beautiful all the way around. Now we're going to come in with a piece of the Misty Moonlight, and that's 3 3/4 square, and that matches our DSP. So that's why I chose it, and it's brand new, which I love having brand new stuff. So now on this flap, I wanted it to have something on there. So I have the stacked stone, and I'm going to just do it in the same color as the cardstock. You want to make sure it's straight, so that because they are straight lines, that it is on there straight. It's such a pretty stamp. I love how that came out. Okay, so now we have a piece of white that is 3 5/8 inch squared, and we're going to stamp the sentiment on there, and in its life is a beautiful journey. You want to double check that it's straight and put that down at the bottom. Now this is cut out with the brass foil paper, and here is the difference. The top one is gold and the bottom one is the brass, and it is just so pretty. It's more it just is deeper, darker gold. So we're going to put that onto a piece of the Misty Moonlight, and I also cut a piece for the holder out of the Early Espresso for the globe. So I'm putting on the liquid glue and putting that down on the bottom, and then I'm going to put liquid glue on the back of the map, and that will hold it onto the circle of the Misty Moonlight. Okay, then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back because I really want it to be popped up. And you can place it over or under that one in the back. I like it better with it covered up. So now we're going to put the adhesive on it and put it onto our Misty Moonlight that's on the inside. I love this card. All right, so the back side I want to have some paper on there too, so I also use some from the DSP, the World of Good, and put that on there so it's pretty all the way around. And then I cut out these two, and I made them so that they were cut together so that they would go up to each other. So you were just going to do the same cut as you did before, 3 7/8 by 1 7/8, but you're going to make sure that you back them up together so that they meet in the center. And when you put them on, have them meet up together. So it's really like a nice reveal. All right, so now we're going to do the flap, and we cut that out with the it's Tasteful Labels Dies, and I put some glue or tape on the back, and I'm using the Tasteful trim, or no, the I'll have it written down, Forever Greenery trim, and I'm putting on dimensionals on top of that just to hold the ribbon in place even better, and then putting that right in the middle. So now I'm coming in with the Elegant Faceted Gems, and they are so pretty. One is in clear, one is gold, and one is white. And I am going to go ahead and use the big gold, a smaller gold, and the white. It is so pretty in person. It is so sparkly. I'm going to be getting me some more. All right, so now I'm coming in with the 3M dual lock, and you just cut off a small sliver of it and cut it in half, and then you put them together. It is so much easier, and you just take off the sticky, put it on your flap, take off the sticky on the other side, and then close it. And then I want you to hear what this sounds like. Did you hear that click? Isn't that cool? All right, so we're done, and it was super fast and super easy, and I hope you like it. I don't know what I'll be doing next time, but just make sure you check back in and subscribe so that I know that you like what you saw and that you want to see more. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.